Hello, you guys. I wanted to take you on a walkthrough of the business planner that I had developed for me and my business that I do each year. I do the planning each year and then I break it down into quarters and months and things like that. But this is my exceptional tutoring business planner. Now, this business planner was developed just for me and my business, exceptional tutoring. But I have a version available for anyone because I was sharing my planning strategies and things with people that I knew, different friends and things, and family that I knew. And they were like, you should make this available to other business owners because it will be something that will help them get focused and help them to be able to plan more effectively in their businesses. So if you're a business owner, and listen, you guys, I'm going to tell you, it's other features in here because it's just not business planning, it's life planning. It's for your whole entire lifestyle, okay? So I'm going to get into this and I'm going to show you what we do. Now, this planner is available on Gumroad for you to be able to purchase. I will make sure that the link is in my bio. You click the link and then you'll see different little tabs, and you click the tab where it says Purposeful Business Planner, and that's where you'll be able to order your Purposeful Business Planner. It is right now $19.97. That's the introductory business price, $19.97, and it's over 97 pages, you guys. 97 pages, and you'll be able to plan for the year, in each quarter, and actually by each month. I love this. This has helped me get focused. And then after this, I'm going to also show you like how it helps me to focus and accomplish the goals. Because in each step, there are phases that I go through in order to do my planning each and every year for my business. Okay. And so now I just started really incorporating this midway through last year. It was like in the summertime, like June. I started incorporating this style of planning. So I didn't do it for the full year last year. I did start in June, and it just helped me to see things that my business needed, first of all, but then also it helped me to accomplish my goals and not procrastinate so much. Because you guys, I found that I was procrastinating really, really bad, and I was doing a lot of nothing, if that makes sense. A lot of nothing. So this planner has helped me to be focused, and I even see more improvement this year, and for the month of January, I saw a whole lot of improvement than what I did before, you guys. So we're going to take a walk through this planner because I want to show you guys what the planner entails and just give you an idea in case you would like to purchase it for yourself, especially if you're a business owner. Now, let me give you a fair warning. This is not your average planner. So this planner is not a planner where you just have calendar pages and you go through and you just throw something down on the calendar and you mark it off if you do it or not. That's not what this is. This is called Purposeful Business Planner because you're planning with a purpose in mind. You're planning with that goal or that purpose in mind. And so it takes detail. It's going to take reflection. It's going to take thought-provoking questions. It's all here, you guys, to help you to be able to plan so that you could push your business a little bit further. Because I realized that I got stuck in my business because I wasn't getting new clients in. But then also once I started planning like this, I'm seeing, okay, my processes, my procedures, some of my back end things need to be a little bit twerked a little bit more. And there are some other operational things that I needed. So I was able to get that. And listen, you guys, I don't know if I said it before because I may be repeating myself, but this is not just for business planning, you guys. This is for your whole life planning, like your entire life planning. And you're going to see very shortly when we get into it. And then I also have a quote here, you guys. This is the quote that I go and I look at every time I open this planner. I look at this quote. It says, good intentions might sound nice, but it's positive actions that matter. Because in anything, you may have the best of intentions, but if you don't put action behind that, it's not going to work. And a part of manifestation, because this year my word is manifestation. And a part of the manifestation process is like it says in the Bible. Faith without works is dead. Okay, so a vision without action is just a dream, basically. So I have this, and this is my planner. Now, again, it won't say exceptional tutoring. This is what I developed for me. And then when other people were like, you know what, you need to offer that to other business owners, that's when it came Purposeful Business Planner, okay? So yours will have Purposeful Business Planner, and that's my planner. And what I'm going to do next month in March, we'll probably sit down and do a planning session for March, and then we'll also do our quarterly at the end of March. We may come back and do our quarterly reflection and planning, so you guys can just see how the process goes, okay? So basically, so here's the plan. I'm not going to go in detail. I'm just going to show you because I really don't want to have a lot. But I go through and I just put stuff, like they have questions on here. Like here's one that's clear and I can show you, but it has reflection. What are some eye openers for me this year? Things you learned. So this is the reflection from last year. What were some eye openers? What did I learn from the previous year? And so I write here and I write this stuff down in my business or about me or whatever. And then it says, how did I do in sales? Well, then I have to write down information on how I did in my sales. And then and I have to put numbers, you guys. So you have to know your numbers. And then here, what are some top selling products and services? Because, of course, you want to know what your top selling products and services are, because those are the ones that you want to continue because people like them. And then here, are there any adjustments need to be made to the product, services, or prices? If you feel like you need to make some adjustments, then you write that down, because this is what's going to help you plan for next year, okay? Okay, also, this is where you start your yearly planning. You have your vision boards. This is what I talk about when I say it's more than just a business planner, you guys. It says business planner, but actually it's more than just a business planner. It's a life planner. Okay, so I start my yearly planning, and then this is the vision board. This is something new that I actually added because I already have my other vision board, but I added this in here so you guys will get this in your planner when you purchase it. But it has my personal vision board. It has my spiritual or universal vision board, because some people go universal, but it's spiritual or universal. However you identify, that's what you can put. That's here. And then my business and career vision board. And you guys, these are the 3 core areas of where I plan every year. Because I'm going to be honest with you, even though you're a business owner, your life is incorporated in your business, especially if you're a small business owner, or especially if you're a very small business owner like me, because it's just me and 3 other people that run and operate this business. So I'm sorry, it's not focusing like it needs to. Let me put my hand down so it can focus. But these are the 3 core areas where we plan. We plan personal, spiritual, or universal, and then business. And your personal can be family as well. I didn't put family on there, but these are your vision boards. So now you can have you can do your regular vision board, but then you have your mini vision boards right here where you can put things and you can kind of put them for personal. What do you want to accomplish? Your spiritual or universal, what do you want to accomplish? And your business and career, what do you want to accomplish? You don't have to fill these in, but that's just you. So I'm going to go back actually this month, and I'm going to fill mine in. And again, I have my planner in my binder, but you can print yours out because they're downloads. You can print it out, and you can go get it bound at Office Depot and different places, and they can bind it in spiral if you would like. It's very nice spiral bound. And then I'm going to be offering some spiral bounds that I do. I'll be offering those later as well, but right now I don't have those available. All I have is the digital download for you to download. But you can also put it in a binder if you would like. That's up to you, however you want to do it. Okay, so then those are the core areas. So then we have our annual planning. And so basically, this is just the annual glance at what you want to accomplish. Now, this is not filled in as well because these were the new things that I added to this binder because I didn't have it in this binder. I had it separate. But I was like, you know what? It would be good to add those. So I'm going back this month, actually this week, and I'm filling in these areas just a year at a glance. The major things that are going to happen at a glance. And one of them is my Back to Basics level 1 is going to be launching. And then my level 2 is going to be launching. And then my level 3 is going to be launching. And then I also have a book that I'm going to be launching in June. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to put my Enter Bible Study book. I will be an author in June, you guys. And that's going to be launching in June. So I'm going to put that there as well. But it's main things that's going to be happening during this. Like when my summer camp begins and things like that for my scholars. I'll put down when summer camp begins and things like that. So this is just for major. It's at a glance, a quick glance at what's going to take place over the year. Nothing detailed, just a quick glance on those major or main monthly events, okay? The major or main monthly events. Then you go through, and that's where you start doing your planning. And then you guys, a 5-year at a glance plan at a glance. What do you want to accomplish in the next 5 years? Does that mean this may change? Yes, it may. But it's 5 years at a glance of what you would like to accomplish or what you want to do. And then here we go with our planning. Okay, so this is where we do our planning. This is where the planning stage, my why. Why am I doing this? Why do I do what I do every single day? Then you go through and you have other questions that you will have to answer, and you set goals. And you different things like that. You have all of that in here. Then we go into our quarters. So here's quarter 1. We go into quarter 1, and in quarter 1, we do our quarter planning. And this is like the quarter snapshot. What do we have? I have everything listed. This is a little bit more detailed than the yearly, but by dates. What do I want to do? What's due? How do I want to do that? And that's for the whole quarter. January, February, March. Then here, I'm trying to cover it, you guys, because I don't want all my business out there. But then here is January's quick glance. Just like we did for the year quick glance, we have January's quick glance, where we do January at a clear glance, and we just write things down, and we go getting through that. So that's how I go. And each quarter is done the same. Then, you guys, we go through each quarter. We have quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then, you guys, the added feature, and they're all the same. And then you have questions and things like that, just like you would have from the year. Then you go to your profit planning, okay? This is one of the major things in business. This helps you to know how much do I want to make, how much of a profit I want to make, how much do I have to sell to make that profit, just different things. And so let me try to find, I don't have a clean sheet, but in the profit planning, I have it set up where you go by the year, profit, how much do you want to make? If you want to make, just say for instance, if you want to clear $20,000 in profit, that's money that's in your pocket, in the bank, that you don't have to get to anyone. Where there's other factors that you have to calculate in there. Because if you want to make $20,000 profit, then you're not going to sell $20,000 worth of merchandise, okay? Your profit and your revenue is different. So you need to know, well, how much in revenue do I have to sell? Well, there's other things that factor into that. It's your expenses. How much are my expenses going to be, my projected expenses? Because it may be true, it may not be. How will you know those projected expenses? Well, you're going to go back and look at your expenses from last year. What did you spend your money on? Different things like that. Kyla has me on a program called Hurler, where I can go on there and I can get my profit and loss statement. And then it has my expenses. It tells me in detail what I spent my money on in my business and things like that. And also make sure you have a separate business and personal account so that you're able to do your profit and loss correctly when you do your taxes. But she has me on that program, and that's a program that she has available where you can do that. So I will also probably tag her in this so that just in case you guys are looking for her. But it's Kyla with KD Financial. She has that Hurler program. So it told me last year everything I spent my money on from my business. Well, now I can go in and I can see get a projection of what my expenses are going to be. Like, what do I need? Like this year, I need a new desk for my home office. I need a new bookcase for my home office. I also needed a new printer for my home office. So I need to revamp and do a lot of different stuff for my home office in order to make my work a little bit more productive. Okay. So with that being said, you guys, I'm sorry it keeps blurring out. But with that being said, so there was some more added expenses that I'm gonna have to have this year. Well, if I want to make $20,000 or $30,000 profit, then that's gonna go toward, that's gonna count against my revenue. So I have to look at my expenses and see. You can have expenses can be anything like your utilities, your gas that you spend if you have to travel. Like some tutoring I do online, and some if they're local, I have to go to their house depending on what we're doing and how we're doing it and how they're learning. Also, if you're using different programs or something like that, you may pay for those. So you have to factor that in your profit planning, in your expenses. So you have that, and then you do your expenses. If you have payroll, you do your payroll, your projected payroll, how much that's going to be. Again, Kyla has the Hurler program, and it tells me how much in payroll was paid out for that year and things like that. So that's how you do that with the profit planning. And then you'll have your worksheets in here that will help you plan. You say your overall year, then you will break those up into quarters. Depending on your high quarters, your low quarters, you have to look at all that. So you have to know where in quarter one do I do a lot. Like me, I'm a tutor. Well, my high quarters are quarter one, quarter two, and quarter four. Quarter three is kind of low because that's the summertime. And a lot of parents feel like, well, my child doesn't need tutoring during the summer, which they actually could benefit from it, because then when they start the school year, they're not so far behind. But that's a subject for another day. But that's my low quarter. Two is kind of low, kind of medium. So I have to adjust my yearly revenue according to how I do during those quarters. So that's where I come in with that, with the profit planning. Now, also you have to know your products and services. What products and services do you have? How many of those, what are they priced at? You got to do your price. You have to know this stuff. What are they priced at? Okay, so how much do I have to sell of each one of those or something in order to reach my overall revenue goal? So you have to know that. So in here, you guys, and I'm just keeping for confidential reasons, I'm just keeping it uncovered. But back here behind, and you may be able to see some of the writing on here in there. But back here, I wrote down all the products that I'm going to be offering. Also, I wrote down what quarter am I going to be pushing those products out. Because, let me see if I can find the blank page. Yes, okay. So, here it is an example. That is my services. Let me see. Okay, here's my product. Okay. So, basically, for the products, we have this. It's a profit planning product. So, my product, the price, the quantity that needs to be sold, and then the quarter I'm going to sell it in. So, this is how I do my products. And then that lets me know how many of each one of these do I need to sell in order to meet my revenue goal. Okay, so you're going to take your expenses and your payrolls, you're going to subtract it, you're going to add it to how much you want to make in your profit. Then once you get that, your expenses, payroll, and then your profit, add those three together. That'll tell you how much in revenue you really need to make in order to make the profit that you want to make, if that makes sense. And then some people, I'm going to be honest with you, some people add their taxes, 30% of their taxes. So they add that. So it's really, that's kind of hard for me to do. Kyla does that, and we haven't made it that far. So I don't do it. I just, whatever taxes that have to be paid, then that's what's done with that, if I have to pay any or if I break even. So she is really, really good about doing that and getting that done. So I haven't yet, I don't have any wood, but I haven't yet, knock on wood, not had to pay in on taxes yet, but it's coming because I think this year is going to be a rough year. So once I do that and I get the drift of it, then that way I'll go from there. But some people just put aside money for taxes. So if you just say, I'm going to allot 30% of my revenue, I add my profit, my expenses, my payroll. I add all that together, get my revenue, and then I'm gonna add 30% of that, and I'm gonna add that to it. Then hey, add that to it, and then they can take care of your taxes if that's what you would like. Because I think a lot of people say it's like 30%. So then you're covered and you have that in the bank. So I do one for my products. Then I have one for my services because I'm a tutoring company. So I also have services that I render. I have products and I have services. And basically it's the service, the price, the quantity needed to sell, and the quarter that I will sell them in when I'm going to push them. And then that's what I do. So I'll know this quarter I'm pushing basic skills tutoring. This quarter I may be pushing my academic coaching or my back to basic online. So that's how I do with that. And that's my services list. Then I also, let me see if I have a blank expense. Okay, so this is payroll right here. So my projected payroll. So what I do is it says item but person or whatever or job responsibility. Go through, you put the names or like tutors, assistant, receptionist, whatever you have in your business, you put those names down there. Then you put number of months and then how much they get paid in, like, say for instance if it's 12 months, if they work 12 months, then how much they would get paid for the year, and then you put any notes or memos that you want to have there. Okay, and that probably should be salary or something like that, but I just didn't change it. So I'll go back and make sure I change that if you guys, so you can have it. So that's my payroll. And then I also have my business expenses, but I don't think I have a blank page of that. No, I don't have a blank page, but my business expenses go along with this. Now, let me show you guys something. How can I do this? Hold on, you guys. I want to show you guys kind of how. Okay, I'm gonna cover that up. But this, I do my expenses, and then I go through by the numbers, and I color code those. So I go through and I color code my expenses, and it may be supplies. I color code them by supplies, utilities, furniture, resources, and things like that, and programs. I color code those like that, and then that's how I know what they each stand for, and then that's how I go with my expenses, and I write those down. But it goes the same as the payroll. It's like the number of months that I have to pay it, how much I have to pay, and then it gives me, and then I write down any notes. Okay, so this is my business planner, you guys. It's 96 pages, I think. It's 96 pages of planning, true planning, reflection and planning. And then also, you'll see as I go in on a few more slides. I'm gonna end this in about 2 minutes, but in a few more slides, you will see my other part of my planner. Now, this is not in what I'm going to show you in the next slides is not in this business planner. It will be added probably next year, but it won't be added right now. So you'll get a revision of next year of this planner. And if you purchase the planner now, then when the revision comes out, you'll get the revision for free. You don't have to buy it. That's if you purchase the planner now, then when the revision comes out, you won't have to rebuy it. You'll get the revision for free. But I'm going to add some of the things that you see that I'm doing in my planning for this month, for February. You're going to see those, and those are some things that I'm going to be adding into the revised business planner later this year for next year, and I have it out by next year. But you guys, I just wanted to show you guys what I do and how I plan and how it has helped me. Because when you look at the one of the final slides, you guys, this month I wanted to get 50% of my tasks done for the month, you guys, and I went over my goal. I met my goal, and I did 60% instead of 50% by just following through, looking at my planner, sticking with it, planning out each month, doing detailed planning and reflection, then each week, and then I'm going to come back in this planner and do my quarterly reflections. And you guys, say for instance, if you have this done and you're having a business meeting or something like that, you can count these as business meetings. So you and your team or yourself, whomever works in your business, can go take yourself out to eat and do this plan. That's a part of work, and it'll be a business meal, and you can count it towards your taxes as a business meal because you're taking yourself and you're going, or your employees, and you guys are going out. You're sitting there having a nice meal, and you're doing your reflective planning for the next quarter, the next year, the next month, or whatever. I do mine by quarters. I still plan by month, but that's me planning. But most of my main big hits and reflections are done by quarters. But thank you guys for looking and paying attention to this. If you would like it, just click the link in my bio, and you will have access to the Purposeful Business Planner, and then you can get it, download it, and start your planning. And don't forget, look at the next slides too, so you can see how I do my monthly and weekly planning. Thank you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.